Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you my setup in the extra large big green egg for a reverse sear. If you've ever done that before or you're interested in doing it, there's a bunch of different ways, but this is just the components that I've bought to be able to do it. So once again, this is an XL big green egg, and all of these components are sold also for a large or maybe the medium, but pretty much the two most popular sizes likely. You can get this stuff or improvise with other components. So we're starting out with a clean egg, and I'll just take you through each one of these. So first, this is the kick ash basket with the kick ash divider. I've got a couple coals in there left from last night's dinner, and you can cook on either side of this thing. I'll show you what I use it for. This is the Kamato Joe large half moon grate that I actually cut a segment off of. This is the the Big Joe, Kamato Joe half moon heat deflector. That is the stainless steel grate right back there. Right up there are two of the cast iron half moon grates. All of this is Kamato Joe. This is the Kamato Joe divide and conquer rack, and that is a pig green egg paella pan. Show you what I use that for. Got a little cake pan over there, foil cake pan, disposable, and then that is just a stainless steel ring. It's about 10 inches by 6 inches. I picked it up on clearance at a marine store, and you can find them in junkyards and other places. Basically just a segment of stainless pipe. Okay, so that is all of the components. There is the egg. And let's get started. I'll set the camera up so you can see down in, and I'll just show you how I stack all of this stuff in there, and I hope you enjoy. So it looks like you can see pretty good down in there. The light is pretty perfect this evening. So first up is the paella pan. So all I did was bend the paella pan handles up slightly so that this would fit just right down in the bottom of my egg. I drilled a bunch of random holes to provide airflow because it does sit pretty close to the airflow inlet. But what this has done, and I'll cut to a clip real quick to show you what it looks like with some ash in there. You can see it doesn't really collect all of it, but it is way better than trying to clean this thing out every time from scratch. If I just pull the paella pan out, you'll see I've just got a little bit left around the edges that I can easily scoop up and then go dump this on my bushes or something. I've been using my paella pan for that, and it's been working out really great. Next up is the kick ash basket. So we're going to put that down in with the smaller portion forward. Last night I was cooking back here, and you know, if you've cooked with these, you know that you don't get perfect heat. In my particular setup, the back area is hotter. So I've started cooking with the divider and loading the coal just right back to this. You know, it's kind of a 2/3 type of space. And that has completely fixed this hot zone back here, so it doesn't, it cooks perfectly even with the divider. So most meals in the front here, but for tonight's reverse sear, we're going to just put some coal in the front, and so I'm going to put it in so that the little part is in the front. This ring that I showed you, you can set it really anywhere. If I didn't have the divider in here at all, I can just set it wherever I want to create a heat source. Leave it in there. I can indirect cook all around the edges, and only use the heat source here. If I put the heat deflector, you know, the big heat deflector from Big Green Egg in here, and I only use that circle in the middle, it works really great. If you want to bake bread or bake, it's plenty of heat, and you don't need to use up that entire space down there from the, you know, that the XL provides with the kick ash basket, which is much bigger than the smaller original setup for the grill. Okay, so that's what I use that for. We're not going to use this today, so I'll set it aside. Next is this large Kamato Joe Half Moon stainless steel grate. I cut a portion of it off, as you can see, and this is just waste, but I wanted to show you what it looked like originally, and it happens to fit perfectly right in there, right on top of the kick ash basket. It fits snug, it's not going anywhere, right like that, and you can cowboy steak it, you know, real close to the coals if you want. You can use it for searing. You can just imagine all the possibilities of having, say, the larger grates back here and leaving this space open. You know, if we were to see what that would look like real quick, we would just put the divide and conquer basket in. We would put one of the grates in. So, you know, if you could imagine, you could be baking back here and then sear up front if you really wanted an extreme sear. So that's one option. Anyway, we're not going to use this tonight, so I'll go ahead and pull it out. What we are going to use is the deflector plate, which goes right in here, and you can see, you know, how beautiful that just cuts the heat from being able to get back into this area. You could actually get away with one of these in the front. The reason why I put two is because I didn't want anything to accidentally fall back in there. But you know, now we've got the kick ash basket with the divider and portioned forward. We've got the deflector plate in there, and then we've got two two cast iron grates. Another reason why I use the cast iron is because it really holds heat well, and you can imagine how ripping hot this gets, still being able to cook back here with the stainless steel grate up on top. So the last thing that goes in is the drip pan, and then of course the coals, which I'll put in and light in a minute. But this is my reverse sear setup. I'll light the coals, I will cook the meat here. I've got about a 4-inch ribeye that I'm going to cook. That ribeye will probably take close to 30 minutes, and it'll just sit right here and bake at about 350 for 30 minutes or so. I'm going to use the meter thermometer, so I'll show you how that works. And this drip pan will catch the drippings. Not that this is really necessary, but I just don't want to mess up that heat deflector just yet. And then when it's done, I can then move it over here, because this will be ripping hot because the coals are literally right under it, and I can go ahead and sear both sides, in this case probably all 4 sides, because it's so thick, and that'll be my my reverse sear setup for the big green egg. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a next video cooking that steak, but this is the setup, and I'll link both videos together, and I'll also put all of the products in the comments and the Amazon links. I got most of this on Amazon used, so I saved quite a bit of money, which I'm pretty thrilled about. And either way, I'll leave all the links below. So as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Hey, I just want to show you one other component here that I recently got. This is the fish searing ordeal. And it is ridiculous. It's like 1/8-inch thick stainless steel. I haven't seasoned this. I haven't done anything to it yet. I literally just got it the other day. Once again, it was a used on Amazon find, but you can imagine once this is seasoned up just how great this is going to work searing fish, you know, baking, you know, flaky foods that tend to fall apart. Vegetables, this could be great for vegetables. So pretty excited about this find also. Okay, that's it. Thanks again.